Hello everyone, my name is Adam. I am representing Group 2 for our LMCE3071 Professional Communication alongside my group mates Nazmi, Akif, Ediran and Aisha. Today, under overarching theme of digital transformation and AI in the workplace, I am here to pitch an idea to solve growing challenge within creative industry, the delusion of musical authenticity. To begin, close your eyes and think of your favorite song. Now imagine if a computer wrote, not a human. A 2024 study by Professor Eva Zengler showed that song lyrics has become more simpler and more repetitive over the last 40 years. Music use fewer words now just to grab our attention. We are not longer just listening to the art, we are consuming product made by machine. The problem is that AI data are destroying the real music. Today, going viral is more important than being honest in the art. AI expert John Sierra proved this. His team looked at the over 400,000 songs and found that music has lost its virality over the last 50 years. Different instrument sound are disappearing. Music is becoming a boring formula, so AI can easily copy and mass produce. Why does this matter? Because when we choose AI over human, we lose the soul of art is created as a fast fashion music industry that ignore human effort. Songs are getting louder but more much boring. If we do nothing, music will become fake and disposable. The worst part is that human talent will become worthless. Real musicians will have to compete against the endless wave of fake AI. To fix this, we need a human-first approach right now. The music industry care too much about computer formula. To stop this, we must create a human label. This label will prove that real person made the song, not AI. Our big idea to bring back organic song. This will help the real artist to survive and make sure we value quality over the quantity. The future of music is our hands. Stop letting AI choose your playlist. Start supporting local live music where you can feel the real human emotion. Tonight, I challenge you to find one independent artist and buy their song and send them a nice message. Let them support the human art and stop the machine. If we do not fight the real music now, our work become very. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazmi, for the sharing. Hi, Madam Rosina and fellow panelists. My name is Mama Akif, and I will be continuing the today discussion about the delusion of musical authenticity. So here's a situation example. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that every song on your playlist was made by a machine. Not to move you, but to keep you scrolling. That future is closer than we think. Spotify alone now hosts over 100,000 AI-generated tracks uploaded every single day. We are not running out of music, we are running out of meaning itself. So the situation here is that the challenge we face in the industry is the steady dilution of musical authenticity that caused by the rise of AI-generated content. As the musical industry undergoes this digital transformation, it is automated tools have pushed us in what researchers call a post-authentic era, which one that prioritizing the algorithmic efficiency over traditional human-led musicking. Our professional workflows increasingly risk causing widespread cultural erosion and the loss of the emotion soul that defines genuine creative labor. So the complication here is that the significant because of AI-driven system, it is inherently lack the biological and live capacity for genuine emotional depth. And the result here is that a rapid homogenization of creative content globally, music governed by data tracking rather than human artistic intent itself. So the cultural style from the global south are at particular risk of being distorted or erased as they remain underrepresented in the datasets that power the algorithms itself. So the resolution of this issue is that we must address that to propose a authenticity first ethical framework and artist certification system that build on human in the loop or recognized as HITL production standards. It means that for any track to receive professional accreditation, human creative decision making must remain central throughout the production process. And I recall here is that the erosion of musical authenticity is not inevitable. It is consequence of the choice that we make, and it means that something we can change. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Akif, for the last pitching. Moving on to me, my name is Siti Aisyah Adawiyah binti Muhammad Asuhi with metric number A202732, and I'll be the third speaker for today's presentations. First of all, before we begin, I would like all of you to imagine your favorite singer, be it Bruno Mars or Justin Bieber, for example. They just drop new song, and suddenly when you press play, and all of a sudden you find out that they never actually sang it. No recording, no studio session, just artificial intelligence perfectly copying their voice and make music for them. So now I will ask you, would you still appreciate the song? Would you still look up to the same artist, your favorite singer? So that brings us to today's problem, which in today's digitalization has become like a second brain for us, where we use it every day. We use it to have generous ideas, to improve efficiency, and now even to create art. But this advancement might actually take controversial turn, where AI now is being used to compose, produce, and even perform music. And back in 2022, a human pianist named David Dolan of the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, he collaborated with the partially autonomous AI system that was created by the composer named Odette Bin Tal of Kingston University to create the first recorded live performance combining AI and a musician. So since then, AI-generated music has grown rapidly in the world. The problem here is this has actually flooded the industry with songs that follow similar patterns because today's rapid music developments, quantity matters than quality, as Adam said just now. So for human musicians, especially those without access to these advanced tool, AI advanced tool, it's becoming harder for them to stand out. So why does this problem matters? This issue doesn't just affect the industry; it does affect both artists and listeners as well. For artists, AI system can now generate full music, full songs by learning a massive data set, for example. So this will cause their unique voice, their creativity to be copied without permission. So as a result, this will cause them to lose income, recognition, as well as ownership of their own art. So for listeners as well, we start to feel music very different, more artificial. We find it very less meaningful, and songs are created by machines now. Emotional connection we once felt with music begins to fade. What can we do to solve this problem? First, I would uh, ask the legislators to first enact the laws like the Elvis Act, for example, to protect a person's voice as intellectual property and punish the unauthorized cloning. And secondly, I would advise the AI developers, mainly watermark cooperative music, to use in training data set to prevent any unauthorized exploitation. And thirdly, for music producers to only use AI for talent scouting to fund real humans more efficiently. And finally, as listeners, we must practical ethical streaming by supporting only verified human artists. So this human-made identification allows listeners to distinguish between real art and AI copies. So music will remain meaningful human connection while protecting as well the artist's right and the industry emotional value. So the last step is up to us, which is we must demand transparency from streaming platforms. Songs should be clearly stated whether they are AI generated or human made. And beyond that as well, we must prioritize real musicians by supporting ethical practices and advocating to laws that protect creativity, because at the end of the day, music is more than just sound. Music is human connection, emotions, experience, as well as something that brings soul to art. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Aisha. My name is Muhammad Nazmi bin Kamrudin. Let's really think for a moment. What if our favorite song was not created from emotion, but it's created or engineered by data? Today, the music industry is no longer driven purely by creativity. According to the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry, IFPI, streaming now dominates global music revenue. As a result, artists and producers are increasingly prioritizing what goes viral rather than what is original. In the past, music was shaped by emotion and artistic vision, but today, digital platform and algorithm influence not only what we listen to, but how music is created. A study by Berklee College of Music show that streaming platform encourage shorter hook-driven songs and also designed to maximize replay value. This leads to a serious concern, which is music is gradually losing its authenticity. Instead of expressing genuine creativity, many artists feel pressured to follow trends and repeat proven formula just to remain visible. Over the time, this reduces diversity, weaken artistic depth, and also risk turning music into a standardized product rather than a meaningful art form. So what can be done? One solution that I will propose is to introduce a creation charge system within streaming platform. Under this system, artists or labels can pay for promotion, but all paid content must be clearly labeled. This show listener to distinguish between genuine popularity and strategic promotion. At the same time, part of the revenue of this charge can be used to support independent and emerging artists through non-paid curated playlists. As noted by David Hessam, digital platform often prioritize commercial logic, so this approach helps restore balance, transparency, and also artistic diversity. Now action is needed. Streaming platform must be transparent. Industry players must act responsibly. Regulators must set ethical standard, and as a listener, we must support authentic music and demand for honesty. Because in the end, music should not just be something we consume, but should be something that we truly feel. That's all from me.
Thank you, Nazmi, and thank you, everyone. So my name is Muhammad Adrian Shah, and I'm going to be the last speaker for today. So can you imagine holding a limited edition vinyl record signed by the artist, your favorite artist, knowing it carries real human emotion, creativity, and cultural identity, while millions of AI-generated songs flood digital platforms endlessly, mass-produced in seconds? In a world where music can be created infinitely by machines, true human artistry may soon become the rarest sound of all. So today, musical authenticity is under threat as AI-generated songs rapidly enter streaming platforms, mimicking human artists so convincingly that listeners often cannot tell the difference. Platforms like Deezer report that 18% of uploaded tracks are fully AI created, showing how synthetic music is no longer a futuristic concept, but it is already here. Even in Malaysia, AI-generated songs such as Kepak Kepuk, which imitate traditional Malay rhythms, are gaining popularity. While this may seem innovative, it raises serious concerns about cultural preservation and whether technology is beginning to overshadow genuine human artistry. These issues goes beyond entertainment. The rise of AI-generated music threatens musicians' livelihoods, which weakens originality and risks reducing music to formula rather than emotion. Research from Carnegie Mellon University shows AI music is often perceived as less creative, while scholars from University of York found human compositions consistently outperforms AI in melody, harmony, and stylistic success. Yet, the bigger danger is AI suspicion bias, where even authentic human created music may be doubted. If left unchecked, this could erode trust in music itself, devalue artists' hard work, and normalize the exploitation of copyrighted human creativity without consent. So to preserve the value of musical authenticity in age of limitless AI-generated content, the music industry should reintroduce physical scarcity as a production and distribution standard. Record labels, artists, and platforms can create exclusive human-authored editions of music through limited vinyl records, signed CDs, and collectibles. By attaching human creativity to physical products that cannot be infinitely replicated like digital AI tracks, the industry restores a sense of rarity, ownership, and emotional connection that mass-produced synthetic music cannot easily replace. So act now. I urge all of you to act now by supporting artists who create authentic, human-made music for limited edition vinyl, signed albums, exclusive records, and other physical release that preserve originality and emotional value. Audience record labels and streaming platforms should prioritize and promote these scarce creative works to ensure human artistry remains meaningful in the age of mass AI-generated content. So by choosing to invest in tangible music and encouraging industry standards that value rarity and authenticity, we can protect musicians' livelihoods, preserve cultural identity, and ensure music continues to be treasured, not just as digital content, but as genuine human expression. So that's all from me, and that's all from all of us. Thank you for listening.